Yeah, well, what does it mean to meet somebody that has the time, that's not in a hurry, that's not peeping over your shoulder, wondering who's behind you, or checking their watch, or looking at you kind of thinking, geez, I wish you'd hurry up and finish this because it's boring. Um, we've all been in that place where we just needed a shoulder to lean on, someone that would be there. And that person can change everything. They really can. They can change just about everything by being in that place. And I suppose really when we listen to this thing about active listening, active listening, I'll just tell you a few bits about this. Now, I mean, I'm a trained active listener. I never had to train to active listen. I was always interested in other people. Now, the training, may I add, does help. I know it does. But the trained active listener is different. Sometimes we just need to be interested enough to stay with the person that needs a little bit of support. You don't need to open your mouth. Just watch them, see them, hear them, stay with their little story. It mightn't be the easiest thing to listen to, particularly if it's a child of yours or if it's a sibling that's going through a hard time or a really good friend. But a great listener is someone that is able to listen more than they speak. And to be able to stay with that person and let that run its race with them. And then in the end, just leave it back with them. Because you know what? Everybody has a way of working things out. We all have our own way of working things out. They do too, no matter how bad it is, they'll work it out to suit themselves. And all they need sometimes is just a little shoulder to lean on. And you can be that. You can be that active listener for those couple of minutes or maybe that half an hour. But remember, when somebody comes to you and they are feeling a little bit distressed, all they need is to be seen, to be heard. They don't need judgment and they don't need advice. They don't come for that. They just want to, I suppose some people would call it offload. But for me, it's about sharing with a friend and somebody that you feel you can trust. And it's left at that. It's left at that. You leave it back to them and you know that they're going to be absolutely fine. And you know what? A follow-up, maybe it's not necessary because if they trust you enough to come in the first place, they'll come to you again when they need you. And I'll talk to you soon.